Welcome into another video. It is Super Bowl season. The Eagles knocked off the Commanders, the Chiefs knocked off the Bills, and we are a little less than 2 weeks away from the big one. The most bittersweet time of the year, people. Bitter in the sense of this is going to be the last football game you watch until September. That's horrifying. I always get sad. Very sad on Super Bowl Sunday. But the sweet part is it's the most anticipated game of the year. The Super Bowl, the biggest game in all of sports. I'm so excited. People need to stop complaining about this matchup. This is what I'm going to say. Chiefs versus Eagles is great for the NFL. And I know that is a very hot take right now. Listen, the beautiful thing about this game is you can always come up with storylines. You've got the three-peat opportunity. You've got the return of the running back, Saquon Barkley. People said the running back was a dying position. It's back. You can come up with a million different scenarios. You know, Andy Reid, once again, against his old team. You've got, like I said, what is this, the 8th Super Bowl rematch now? The 8th Super Bowl rematch. I have it right here in my notes. 6 of which the team who won the first one has won the second one. The only team to defeat a previous winning team in the rematch was the Eagles against the Patriots with Nick Foles in 2018. And before we get back to my point on why I think this is a great Super Bowl for the NFL, I just want to say I was rooting for the Bills. I was polling for Josh Allen to make the Super Bowl. That's who I wanted. Regardless of all of that, this is still a phenomenal Super Bowl, and it's so big for the NFL. For those saying the game is rigged, I have always found you annoying. You know, I think last night was maybe the closest I came to questioning it, but in no way, shape, or form have I ever believed that the NFL is rigged. I will say that I think the people need to check these refs. I think the whole replay assistance thing needs to be seriously fixed because there's times where it comes in and it makes no sense, and then there's times where it's like, why can't replay assist help us with this? And it can't. They need to change the rules. In my opinion, just let it handle all of it. Send the call straight to New York. Let them review the tape. They'll get it right. Send it back. But last night, Josh Allen crossed the fucking... He got that. He picked that up. But what I want to talk about is that's not the reason the Bills lost. Now, it seriously hurt their momentum. You know, up in the game, at midfield, potentially driving late in the third, late in the fourth when this happened. What needs to be talked about is in the second half, the Buffalo Bills had 5 opportunities on 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1. And every single time, Josh Allen, QB sneak to the left, right off the left guard. 2 previous times before that, it did not work. And in the 4th time, I think it picked up 2 yards. So they were not executing that play very well, and yet they went with it again. Now, I understand you got to get 1 yard. Josh Allen, 6'5", like 250. It should be a guarantee, but you are going up against Chris Jones, Tranquil. Those are big boys, and your interior is not winning those battles. You need to come up with a new plan there. It just was not working, and every single time, he went off the left guard. The Chiefs were picking that up. They knew that. So this is what I'm talking about. Execution. I think about the 3rd and 10 play. Just before that Kincaid drop on 4th and 5. 3rd and 10. They run a zero beater screen to the right side of the field. Personally, great play call. That was set up perfectly. But when it comes to execution, I don't like that ball in Amari Cooper's hands. These, in my opinion, are the differences between the really, really good teams like the Buffalo Bills and the great teams like the Kansas City Chiefs. Khalil Shakur, faster, more shifty. Why not him? Amari Cooper, man, he's in like year 10. He does not have it like he used to. And the Chiefs defense executed very well on that play. I think about the 4th and 5 play. Phenomenal execution from the Kansas City Chiefs. Steve Spagnuolo drew up a very exotic blitz, and it put Josh Allen immediately under pressure. People are complaining, oh, my God, why didn't he throw the orbit to Khalil Shakur running to the left? He had so much space. I'm sitting in my chair. I'm at home. I know I can't make that throw. I can't go out there and turn my body completely to the left and 360 no scope to Khalil Shakur over there. What the fuck is that? No, but that's what I'm saying. Chiefs defense, execution. They are the difference between these great teams and good teams. And I think about when the Bills need a stop and the Chiefs have a chance to seal the deal. It's 3rd and 9. Sean McDermott with Kaiir Elam, let alone in coverage, consistently is running man coverage when they are a dominantly zone defense team. Crucial moments throughout that game, they're in man coverage with Elam, who was a liability in coverage. And I think that if you move your way to the NFC, you are talking about the number one executing football team in the conference, in the Philadelphia Eagles. Nobody runs the ball like the Philadelphia Eagles do all year long. Well, not all year long. I know they had that rocky start, but for 90% of the season, they have continuously won games by running the ball down teams' throats and managing the clock with having a strong defense, especially on the trenches. A few plays I think about yesterday is the 4th and 5. 14-12, late in the second quarter. It's a tight ball game. You need a score. You're in Washington's territory. You're going for it. 4th and 5. What do? You put the ball in your best player's hands. A.J. Brown, 30-yard bomb against Lattimore, goes up, gets it. Great ball by Jalen Hurts. Their players make plays. And that's why I think this is the best Super Bowl matchup it could possibly be. Is it the most glamorous? Is it the most fun? No. And I do understand that. Seeing teams time and time again can get boring. I do get that. I know I wasn't around for the 90s, but I'm sure everybody in America hated the Cowboys. They've hated the Patriots my entire lifetime, and now they hate the Chiefs. And I sure as hell know nobody likes Philadelphia. I mean, what is there to like about Philadelphia? Sirianni is unbelievably annoying. Their fans are horrid people. But in terms of matchups, this is phenomenal. I mean, Vic Fangio versus Steve Spagnuolo, two monumental, influential play callers of our time, going head to head. Well, technically not going head to head, but it's going to be a defensive matchup for the ages on both sides of the ball. I mean, you've got the number one running team in the NFL in the Eagles going up against a top 10 run defense. It's going to be a war of the trenches, people. It's going to be a war of the trenches. You even look on the other side. Jalen Carter. I mean, I think about my 2018 Bears when they had Vic Fangio calling the shots over there. They've got speed off the edges and brutality on the inside. I know it sounds very funny to compare Akeem Hicks to Jalen Carter, but go watch some Akeem Hicks like 2017, 2018, 2019 tape, because he was a force to be reckoned with. And that's the exact role that Jalen Carter is now. They don't have a Khalil Mack, but they have so much speed coming off the edge where they're able to contain these quarterbacks into the pocket, and you have nothing but brutality in Jalen Carter coming up the middle. And the Chiefs are especially going to have to figure that out because Mike Caliendo is a liability on the inside. They're going to have to consider throwing Joe Thuney, kicking him back inside to go up against Jalen Carter. Like Creed Humphrey's a dog, Trey Smith's a dog, but they're going to find a way to line up Carter against Caliendo every opportunity they can. So the Chiefs are going to have to figure out a way to contain that defensive line. Execution versus execution. It's a great Super Bowl. In a week, I'm going to come back to another Super Bowl video about like which lines I like, but I just quit complaining. Just quit complaining about this. This is what true football fans live for. Execution at the highest level. Who is the best? Is it the most exciting storyline? No. But we have a three-peat opportunity on our hands. Never been done in the history of the NFL. Like, hate the Chiefs. That's fine. It's something to be excited about. Can the Eagles stop the Chiefs from three-peating? We'll find out in 2 weeks. Thanks for tuning into another video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Peace.